Hey everyone, this is Tony with Class Eagles. I know, it's a very challenging time for everybody right now, and most importantly, I hope you and your family are staying safe and healthy. One thing that I've been thinking about recently, as this all started, is kind of what team sports is all about, and some of the biggest things that we take away from it. And for me, those two things are grit and teamwork. You think about sports and, you as an athlete, as a coach, people involved, you fail and struggle a lot more often than you succeed and have success. Training and games, most of the time we are, fighting to improve. We're failing a lot. We're struggling, but we show up at the field and we continue to work hard, through that failure because we know, how awesome and amazing it feels when you succeed. After all the pain, and the time, and the struggle, when you finally get, kind of to your goal, kind of where you want to be, the reward is amazing. So I think it teaches, young kids, what that process is like and what that takes, and that you have to stick with it and continue to fight and keep working hard. And kind of embrace the struggle because in the end you will get to that point where you'll have success, and it'll all be worth it in the end. And so, and then the other side is teamwork, is how you come together as a team and help one another to achieve that goal, to help each other through those times of struggle and the lows that come quite often throughout a season or just in a training session, and working together to lift each other up and help one another find success and reach their goals. And so that's in terms of everything that's going on, that's kind of what I've been thinking about, just as a you know as an opportunity to role model that for my kids and the people I interact with, is that the first couple of days, it's easy to stay positive and kind of look on the bright side of things. But I think as this goes on, it's gonna you know take some time, and when you're 1 week in, 2 weeks in, are you still doing the right things, kind of having that positive attitude, still doing what you need to each day? And I think we can role model that for our kids and really show them, that aspect of sports, how that actually applies to real life. And I think that's a great opportunity we have right now in front of us to do, is, that anyone can, be, doing the right things the first couple of days, and, but can you keep up that energy, that positive energy, and focusing on the things you control, and create a grit it out and grind through until, you get to where you need to be. That's something personally I'm trying to do for my family and my kids, is show them, kind of what that looks like. But I think it's a great correlation between, just sports in general and kind of what we're trying to teach kids every time we're on the field with them. But I think this is an opportunity for us to really show what that skill, show how that skill can be used and needs to be used, in real life when things get tough. And then obviously from the teamwork standpoint, that you see in the communities, in our community here and communities around the country, how people are coming together to help, those at risk, those that need it, those organizations or businesses, local, that are affected by this. How everyone's kind of rallying around each other to, make this, as easy as possible in such a difficult time for everyone. And that's only possible by, helping each other out and through teamwork. And again, that's something I think sports teaches kids, is that, that's what makes, very difficult and sometimes task that seems impossible possible, is by working together and bringing all the resources of everybody's strengths together, towards a common goal. And during the season, that's a very different goal, and now it's something that's probably even more important, that we're all trying to work together to get through this, and be better for it on the other side. And then the last thing I'll say, is I think it's going to give us, a lot of perspective, in terms of when we are back on the field, soccer field, coaching and playing, what is really important, to not take for granted that we get to do what we do week in, week out, whether it's coaching or playing or watching our kids play sports or do the activities they love. I think we go day to day, just not really thinking about that because we really never had to, but now, I think we'll definitely never take for granted again that ability just to, get outside and play and coach and be a part of these communities and activities that we love so much. So, and then, even as we're doing that too, when we have that bad call or something, during the season, the bad call during the game or something happens throughout the season that, we're not thrilled with, I think we'll kind of look back on this time and maybe that'll help us maybe not react the way we normally would, to, keep in perspective, how important really is this bad call or this one moment, in the season, in the big picture of things. I think we're going to know now how quickly, something we really enjoy and love can be taken away very quickly, without us knowing. So, I think, obviously we're all going to get through it. We're going to be stronger and better for it on the other end of it. But, I think it's a great opportunity for us to show kids, what grit and teamwork is all about, which is, one of the primary things we work on in sports. And then I think we'll all come away with a much better perspective on, what's really important, day in and day out. And I think it's going to make the soccer community even stronger when we get back on the field and start playing again. So again, I wish you and your family safe and safety and to stay safe and be healthy. And hopefully we'll see you guys back on the soccer field very soon.